Nobody likes to sit on the side of the fire pit that always seems to have smoke blowing into it. Instead of relaxing, you spend the whole night playing musical chairs. At that point, you might as well head inside, right? What if there's a way to minimize fire pit smoke so everyone can enjoy their time sitting around the fire pit? Understanding what causes excess smoke will help you eliminate it. Stay tuned for 6 easy steps to make your time outside more fun and relaxing. Burning wood in a fire pit will obviously create a tiny bit of smoke, but what makes the excessive amount of smoke that causes everyone's eyes to burn? Wood smoke is primarily caused by burning certain chemicals that naturally make up hardwoods, like oak, ash, and hickory, or softwoods like pine, spruce, and fir. Lots of smoke is created when these chemicals are heated inefficiently, which causes an incomplete burning of the wood. Wood types that contain pitch or sap can also create extra smoke. Excess smoke is often caused by burning firewood with extra moisture in it. Greenwood is a term for firewood that hasn't fully dried out yet. Now that we know what can cause campfire smoke, here are some ways to reduce it. Building a fire on top of leftover ash, coals, and dirt can make it harder for the fire to get hot enough, resulting in a lot of smoke. It can also disrupt the airflow and circulation needed to keep the fire growing strong. After your fire is done, you can simply dispose of any remaining ash and coals into a safe area after giving it some time to cool down. You can also use a shop vac to clean up the ashes. Another easy way to keep the fire pit clean between uses is to use a fire pit cover or store it indoors in a dry place to keep it from rusting. Airflow is what helps supply the oxygen to the fire in order for it to burn hotter. This in turn will help keep the smoke at bay. The best way to ensure good airflow is to take the time to set up the wood in configurations that can help circulate air. Use tools like log grabbers to reposition and add pieces of wood as the fire burns. The teepee or log cabin firewood stacking methods will keep air flowing and provide housing for the tinder and kindling. The log cabin method has plenty of gaps for the air to flow through and feed the fire. The teepee method has a completely open base to allow air to move through and around the flames. The log cabin method is more stable and easier to maintain than the teepee method, but they both work well. As mentioned before, using wet wood is going to create more smoke than flame. Wood that is dry all the way through will produce much less smoke and burn better. Dry wood is critical when trying to light a fire, keeping one going and minimizing smoke. Don't throw garbage, cans, glass, plastic, or other things into the fire, as that'll cool it down and create more smoke. You can tell when 2 pieces of wood are dry enough by hitting them together and listening for a high-pitched ringing sound. Wet wood is heavier and will create a low-pitched thunk when hit together. Using well-seasoned hardwoods is the best kind of wood to burn, as they're naturally dense in construction. Softwoods can be great to get a fire going because they light pretty easily, but after that they can produce smoke if they contain resin or sap. Kiln-dried wood is probably the best wood to burn since it's been heated to dry in a special kiln for 2 days at roughly 250 degrees. Many home improvement stores sell it, but it can get expensive. It's important to store your wood correctly for it to be properly seasoned. The best way to store wood is to keep it at least 6 inches off the ground. This prevents moisture from the dirt and grass from seeping into the wood. This also prevents rainwater from running through and pooling underneath your wood pile. Using a log rack is the best way to keep your firewood neatly stacked, tucked out of the way, and up off the ground. Storing your firewood indoors in a garage or shed is a great way to protect it from the elements. But for those who don't have those options, log rack covers also do a suitable job. They can range in size and closure methods to fit any size log rack or wood pile. You can also improvise when covering a wood pile by using a tarp and stakes to keep it secure. It's easy to overdo it by adding too much wood or the wrong kind of fuel to the fire. Placing too much wood on the fire will lower the temperature too much, leading to lots of smoke and a dying flame. Try only adding 1 piece at a time to sustain the flames and maintain the integrity of the bonfire you've worked so hard to create. We all know that using wood to burn a fire means that there's going to be a certain level of smoke. However, smokeless fire pits are designed to eliminate more smoke than the typical fire pit because of its ability to sustain airflow. Smokeless fire pits allow airflow through the very bottom of the fire pit, helping to completely burn up the wood at hotter temperatures and minimizing fire pit smoke. They're engineered to produce what's called a double burn. This means the air is brought in from the bottom of the fire pit, where it's heated and used to effectively burn the energy coming from the logs in the fire. Nobody likes the horrible burning of smoke in your eyes or playing musical chairs to escape the smoke. Now that we've talked about a few ways to reduce campfire smoke, it's time to give them a try. We hope you enjoy your time relaxing with others, surrounded by the warmth of the flames and the crackling sound of wood filling the gaps in conversation. My name is Josh, and thank you very much for watching.